Good evening and welcome to the opening round of the Radical World Cup. AMS live from Okayama, brought to you by Radical Simracing and JPBroadcasting. I am James Parfitt and I'm going to be bringing you all the action this evening here tonight, and there is so much I need to tell you about this series. And well, first off, let's start with the track. It's Okayama, Slippy-arama to people around the sim racing world in the SR10. It's 3.65 kilometers long, and it's Okayama in Japan. Now, guys, it's going to be amazing. The format for tonight will be a 60-minute practice, which the guys are currently in. We're going to have 10 minutes lone qualifying, and then we're going to have a 30-minute race, okay? So the 30-minute race. Safety cars, no. Pit stop regulations, none. Fast repairs, 1. The fuel level at the start will be predetermined by the fixed setup. Incident limit will be drive-through penalty every 15 incidents, okay? Now, the championship itself, the Radical World Cup consists of 8 races separated in a European and American championship. Group A will be the pros. Group B will be the AMS. They will be the first one on track. The car, the SR10, the RPE4 2261cc, 425 brake horsepower, renowned after the latest fix to be absolutely shredding its rear tires. Okay, absolutely. There will be a drivers' championship. There'll be a team championship. There'll be a one-drop week which will be applied independent on both, or for a driver or the team. The tracks will be synced with the Radical Racing Challenge within iRacing. The cleanest driver award will be awarded at the end of the season. Now, let's have a chat about the finals. Why are we doing a World Cup finals? The finals are set to take place, and they're due to start on Friday. And the final is due to start on Friday, December the 2nd. Time slot to be determined. Now, how will it work? Well, it will work. The Pro finals will be the European Group Top 10 and the Americas Group Top 5. The AM finals will be the same format. The European Group Top 10 against the America's Group Top 5. Now, should someone who qualified into the final, right, okay, who can't take part, his place will be offered to the next driver in the championship standings. We're looking to get a field of 20 drivers per final, okay? 20 drivers per final. The finals will consist of 2 30-minute finals. We're going to go, race 1 will be the AMS. Then we're going to have race 1 of the pros, race 2 of the AMS, and race 2 of the pros. Okay, so that with further details will be discussed and defined in the Discord throughout the season. The relegation and the promotion, how is it going to work? We've all sat here waited for the announcement about how it is going to work, and this is how it will work. The bottom 5 of the Group A Pro of the European Championships and the bottom 3 of the Group A Pro of the American Championships will be relegated down to the AMS. The top 5 of the AMS and in the European and the top 3 of the Americas series will be promoted to pros. If promotion and relegation is going to take place automatically or by the means of a special race of those who are prone for relegation or promotion, which will be discussed and defined in the Discord throughout the season. Now, protests, normal route. Take a protest form, fill it out, and away you go. There is a yellow and red card system. The yellow card will be, you'll get a yellow card for behaviour on or off track that is unacceptable. Weaving, causing a crash by getting back on track in an unsafe manner. A yellow card retires after your next race as long as you don't qualify yourself for another yellow card in this race. 2 yellow cards in a row becomes a red card. The red card, it will be, sorry sir, you can't race anymore, okay? So that would be due to intentional crashing or 2 yellow cards in a row. Blue flags, as we're going for a 30-minute race, you'll have to let the car past as soon as possible under blue flags in every circumstance. Every circumstance. There is no getting away with it. Points. 50 points for the winner, 45 for second, 40 for third. Pole position, you'll get a point. Fastest lap, you'll get a point. Clean driving, 0 incidents, you'll get 5 points. 1 to 3 incidents, you'll get 3 points. 4 to 7 incidents, you'll get 1 point. Now the schedule. After all that information, I hope you've still got room for the schedule and got your diaries out. Okayama this week. Interlagos next week, so the 30th will be at Interlagos. October the 7th, we're off to Le Mans. Okay, so a 30-minute race at Le Mans. October the 14th, we'll be going to Watkins Glen International Boot. October the 28th will be the Fuji International Speedway, and November the 4th will be Road America. November the 11th will be at Monza, and November the 18th will be the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, which will give you your final chance to either qualify or move out of the relegation zone. You don't want to be relegated. Relegation, no. That is bad for you, okay? Don't forget, after this, we do have the pro broadcast, which will be taking place after this. So this one will end, and then we will go over to the pros. The link will be in the description very shortly, as if by magic, it is there. So don't forget to go over and follow that and give it a big old thumbs up already. Okay? So that is the way it's going to work. Any questions in chat, please post them in now, and I will answer them before we kick off tonight's race. Okay, so please, if you've got any questions about the series, let me know, and I will try my best to answer them before we start. So now, I hope you've all got your glasses on, your drinks settled, your popcorn ready, because we are kicking off with round 1. We got 3:54 on the clock of practice, and currently we're looking at around 12 to 13 drivers, hopefully on track, ready to go for this AM Championship. Can you afford to miss this? Absolutely not. Do you want to miss it? Absolutely not. It's not something that you want to miss, because I tell you what, it's going to be incredible this evening, and you don't want to be missing it tonight, okay? You don't want to be missing it tonight, as I now sort out a button that didn't get assigned in the first place. Excuse me while you see my extremely busy Elgato Stream Deck. Don't miss any of the action. Do go over to the pro broadcast, give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to sit there patiently, because when we finish here, we will head over to the pros, okay? So we will head over to the pros. As you can see, Graham Brown is topping the tables on a 1:24.14. Slower, I might add, than a race I covered last night with a 1:22 on pole. That was open setup. This is fixed setup, predetermined fuel, and it's not something that these drivers are going to be getting used to. Now, we've had loads of people in chat, and I'm so pleased that we were even talking before the broadcast even started. So let's give them a shout out. Damien G, back up on his food ritual, just finishing his fish and chips, and then he'll be in this race. He is here already. Mike Buson, welcome in. Luke Maxwell, who knows this track inside out with Mike. They both raced on it last night. Ivan Bramer, welcome to you, sir, as well. Jorge Acocha, vamos! Jorge Martinez. and Beefeater. Vamos! David Walters, up. Hello, mate. You all right? David Walters, loud and clear. Joachim Code, this evening should be interesting. Not functioning body, no practice, and brain is still occupied with assignments due to Sunday. Just going to send it. Max Verstappen it, mate. Max Verstappen it. So there we go. This will be a 30-minute sprint race. Okay? 30-minute sprint race. That's going to be the way it's going to work this evening. So, first off, are you all ready for this? Because if you're not ready, you're going to struggle. Secondly, have you all given it a big old thumbs up? Because if you haven't done that, give the video a big old thumbs up. And, you know, at the end of the day, you want to give it a big old thumbs up. If you've got Twitter, head over to the JPB Broadcasting Twitter and go and hit it a big old follow on Twitter. And don't forget to retweet out that tweet. Alfonso, are you? Vamos! Says Alfonso as well. Guy Robinson here tonight. Gary Trewbury, Sandra Capella, Damien G, Jorge Martinez, Robert Williams is back as well. Hugh Simpkins, Paolo Brem, Ole Gunnar Stensrad, Earl Lateral, and Vegard Helland is here tonight as well. And if there's any names I've got wrong, I do apologise, but I've done everything. My invitation did not arrive. Admin, if you're in the Discord as well, you can get a hold of the admin team in the Discord. And I'm sure if you're interested in joining up, please, please, please join up and come and say hello. And there we go, as we see Paolo Brem just go round there as well, right in front of our very eyes towards the end of practice. So we are on to qualifying. 10 minutes of lone qualifying. That itself is going to be a difficult one, okay? 10 minutes of lone qualifying takes about 2 laps maybe to get these tyres up to temperature. So they've got to be working and up and running before they can really push this car, because as we know, this car is not good. The settings on this racetrack currently this evening is 24 degrees. It's clear. We've gone back in time to May the 15th, 2022. Okay? That will be the settings for every single race. 24 degrees, partly cloudy at sunrise. So it's 6:05 in the morning. That will be the setting for every race throughout this season. Ola Braden, go Team Slow-Mo. Well, there's Ole Gunnar Stensrad here tonight as well. So he's going to be the lone Team Slow-Mo driver this evening. So there is Ole Gunnar there. I hope he's got his surname right. Did I get his surname right? Ole Gunnar Stensrad? Is that right? Let me know, Ola. I'm sure. I think I got it remotely right. I do pretty well for a UK broadcaster, I've got to be honest. And while you're here, guys, don't forget to give the video a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on them bells for notification. Hugh Simpkins is going down now. He'll be starting his fastest lap of his opening fast lap. So here we go. Let's take you on a lap around this tricky Okayama circuit. We're going to go left into Williams corner. Then we're going to be getting on the gas, going through the Mossesses. We're going to go left, then we're going to go right. We're going to be looking for a braking point on the left-hand side. Round we go, the upward curve. On the power we go, full throttle here from Hugh Simpkins. Up the long back straight, coming into the hairpin corner, looking for around about the 100 board. On the left-hand side, we're going to be start lifting off and hitting the brakes. Down through the gears we go. Second gear. Full lot from Hugh Simpkins. Dropping down now through revolver. Left-hander again. He's in third gear for this one. And then we're going to go left through Piper corner. On the gas, getting the car settled. On the gas we go. Looking for the 75 just about now. Down through the gears we go. Oh, Hughes gets the car sliding. Round Hobbs. Right-hander, second gear, on the gas we go, looking for the tower on the left-hand side. Tart turning in just after. Round we go in fourth into the last corner. Oh, he's run slightly wide. We want to keep it a little bit tighter than that. And that was Hugh Simpkins coming across the line. What time did he do here on the board for the first one? And he's gone across in a 1:25.53. Oh, 1:25.53. Graham Brown is currently on 2 purples and a green. He's going round the final corner now. What can Graham Brown do if he can keep it on track? I think this is likely to be pole position from Graham Brown, heading down to the line. Oh, he's got second. 1:25.53, a dead heat. Hugh Simpkins got 3 out of the 4 purples. Graham Brown got 1. So Graham Brown got 1 purple. They got a dead heat time of a 1:25.531, give or take, plus a little bit, 5:33. Let's be real. It's nothing. So Jorge Martinez is currently sitting in 4th place. He's sitting in 4th place. So there's Jorge Martinez there. Ole Gunnar Stensrud is on a flying lap as well. He's coming round down into Mike Knight corner, the very last corner on the circuit. He's got to keep it on now. He's got 2 purples. Simpkins got another 2 as well. Gone for a 1:25.90. What can Stensrud do as he comes across the line? What is he going to do? Stensrud goes third. Oh, he goes third on a 1:25.57. Oh, Ole Gunnar Stensrud there into 3rd place. I didn't sign up for the sprint on the web. It was my fault. Well, they've just sent you a league invite, Alfonso. So you can come and join us if you want. Tommy33, welcome in. Henning Haig, we need to go fast, Kettle. Yes, we do. Kettle's in chat as well. Go slow-mo. David Walters, apologies, Alfonso, sent now. So, Alfonso, your league invite has been sent to you. Williams is here as well. He's touching 3 greens. Can he get a 4th green as he goes round the final corner? 4:34 on the clock. What can Robert Williams do here tonight as he goes across the line? Oh, he's yellow in sector 4. Doesn't improve. He's currently sitting in 7th place. At the moment, Gary Truby in 9th, Guy Robinson 10th, no time on the board for Sandro Capella. He's coming around the final corner now. He's gone yellow and 2 greens. What can Sandro do? 4:05 on the clock. Sandro Capella, does he put a time on the board? Not at the moment. It's got to go again, it has Sandro Capella. I'm happy to see Spaniards in this league. Yes, mate, we do have some in this league tonight. I can bring you up their flags. Look at that. We've got a Spaniard in 5th place with Martinez. Robinson's just gone into 6th as well. What can Capella do? He's got no time on the board currently, and he's going up the long back straight. So there we go. No time on the board. So let's see what Sandro Capella can do. Simpkins gone purple and green. He's improving. Martinez has gone green as well. He's got 2 greens currently on his time, so it's sector 2. What can Capella get going into sector 3? Can he get a time on the board? It's important he goes and gets a time on the board because currently he hasn't got one, and we've got a 1:24.904 on the clock at this moment in time. So Sandro Capella has really got to be looking at trying to put the work in as he comes around Hobbs Corner. Down through Mike Knight. He got a little bit of a wiggle on there. That's going to lose him some time. Dropping round the last corner. Here we go for Sandro Capella as he heads down the straight. He's coming across the line. He's got to get a time on the board. 1:26.73 stays down in 11th place. Martinez is currently gone into 2nd place. Jorge Martinez in 2nd place at the moment. Paolo Brem is flying. Gary Truby has just done the fastest sector. Williams is improving as well. We've got 2:13 on the clock. Yo, oh, come on, English, boys, English. I can't pronounce that. But Robert Williams is currently green. He's green across the first 3 sectors. What can he do as he comes around Hobbs? 1:47 on the clock. It's going to be coming across the line. He's got some off tracks. I'm not sure if he's got it on this lap. It would be a shame if he did. He's green across the board. He goes into 6th. 1:25.25 for Rob Williams. Oh, Jorge Martinez has just blue screened on his computer. Oh, Martinez has just blue screened. Let's see if he can get it back. Oh, he's just put a message up. Jorge Martinez has just blue screened on his computer. We're going to see if he can get it back as we just watch Rob Williams go off there. Never good, but we'll jump back on board with Sandro Capello with 46 seconds remaining. I'm not joking, Alfonso. I promise you that is exactly what he's just put in chat in the Discord. He's just blue screened. If he gets it back in time, let's hope he does. He will be able to go and join in, but at the moment, he's just blue screened and he's got 25 seconds back on the clock. Jorge Martinez there is not done well. Oh, blue screening into quali as well. Oh, poor Jorge Martinez. That's going to put us down to about 11 to 12 drivers. We have had some that are not able to make tonight's session. So here is the grid for race 1. Damien G in pole position on a 1:24.7. When did he pop that in? Hugh Simpkins in second. Jorge Martinez in third if he can make it. Gary Truby fourth. Graham Brown fifth. Robert Williams sixth. Guy Robinson. Ola Stenstrad in seventh. Guy Robinson eighth. Paolo Brem in ninth. Sandro Capella 10th. Vigard Helland in 11th. And Earl Lateral in 12th place. Guys, you're going to have to speak English. I can't understand what you're saying. Can't understand what you're saying. Right, here we go. The first race of the Radical World Cup will be kicking off shortly. Damien G on pole. It doesn't look like Jorge Martinez is going to make the session. He's not made the session. He's trying to boot up his computer. 4 lights, 5 lights. Here we go. Round 1 from the arms is underway here for the Radical Simracing World Cup. Brought to you live by JPBroadcasting and myself, James Parfitt. Absolutely flying start from Hugh Simpkins. He's taken the lead. Damien G in second place. Gary Truby, the BSR boys, are taking up second and third currently at the moment. So let's see what they can do. Rob Williams is up to an amazing 4th place from Rob. Graham Brown in 5th. Vigard Helland in 6th. Guy Robinson 7th. Sandro Capella in 8th place. Gains already. 1 for Simpkins, 1 for Truby, 2 for Williams, 5 for Helland, 1 for Robinson, 2 for Capella and 2 for Lateral. So there we go. They have been gaining times across the board and that is absolutely unbelievable. Ola Stenstrad has gone off track and has dropped down the order. We'll have a quick look back at that and how that one happened. Oh, that's in the Williams S's. That's in the Williams S's. Oh, Stenstrad into the wall. Oh, at the Williams S's. But at the moment, Hugh Simpkins is under a whole heap of trouble. Martinez is out, Alfonso. He didn't make it in time. Unless he's come back. But I think if he's come back in, he's going to be at least a lap down. As Hugh Simpkins now takes the lead. He's trying to break the choke from Damien G. As they come down the start-finish straight. Damien G sent it on the inside. He's not going to stop that car. He's not going to stop that car. Damien G Verstappen it on the inside, and he didn't stop the car, and he's gone off at turn 1. Damien G off at turn 1. That's allowed Hugh Simpkins now up into first place with Gary Truby and Robert Williams. Robert Williams has done a barnstorming start. He's up 3 already as they're heading round now down that long back straight here before we drop into the infield at Okayama. Coming into the hairpin corner. Can Gary Truby now keep it on track? Can Rob Williams catch up with the pair of them and overtake them? Time will tell, but at the moment, Hugh Simpkins has got the lead. Lap 2, 27 minutes remaining. Oh, I thought Gary Truby was going to send it then. I really did. I thought that was going to be a send all the way through. The battle for first is commencing. These gladiators on track. Hugh Simpkins out in first place. Gary Truby in second, Rob Williams third, Graham Brown fourth, Vigard Helland in fifth for Team Slow-Mo, Guy Robinson sixth, Paolo Brem seventh, Sandra Capella eighth, Damien G all the way down in ninth place. Here we go, Gary Truby's taking the outside line in turn 1. Is he going to be able to stop? He's not stopped it either. Oh no, the BSR boys are not having a good turn 1. Not a good turn 1 from the BSR boys, and unfortunately they've gone out again. But that's released now Rob Williams. They've released Rob Williams to try and catch up to Hugh Simpkins. He's half a second back at the moment as they're coming down the long straight. You can see Rob is closing in at the moment. Williams there with a 0.47 second gap. There's action behind as well. Vigard Helland has just made the move over Graham Brown. Graham's looking at coming back in again as they drop down into Revolver Corner. I think Helland's hold it though. Vigard Helland has held it. Vigard Helland has held it. Say that one when you're slightly inebriated. Robert Williams has dropped back a little bit from Hugh Simpkins now. He's about 6 tenths out. There's about a second and a half back after this. Paolo Brem is also in an interesting battle as well. He's trying to catch up with Gary Truby. So Paolo Brem there as well, trying to catch up to Gary Truby currently as we go around now, coming down towards lap 4. These guys are flying. Rob Williams is half a second. I'm keeping an eye on the time. Don't panic. Can Paolo Brem make that move on the BSR of Gary Truby? You sent it off on this very corner, or can he not? Hold on down through the S's. Can Gary Truby hold on down through the S's as they drop down now? 25 minutes remaining. Here we go. Time up front has dropped down to half a second. Williams towing Simpkins all the way. Half a second back he is at the moment. He's got to try and pick up speed. Big lock up from Simpkins. That's going to allow Williams right up behind his tailpipe. Oh, here we go. There is Williams there. Another puff of dirt from Simpkins. As we can see the looming SR10 of Rob Williams as they go into Redman Corner. Do you know, the thing is about this track as well. Oh, here he comes. Oh. Boy, oh boy, that was close from Williams's car. Here we go, we jump on board with Rob now. We've got half a second, the gap is closing. Oh, here we go, 4 tenths, 3 tenths. Back out to 4 again. He's got to get that car and held and gone now. Rob has been only driving that car. Vigard Helland has held it. Here's a tongue twister, mate. Absolutely. Here we go now with Rob as we drop down through the S's on the brakes. We're going to be going around outward curve. Second gear, he's got the car nicely hooked up on the inside. Watch the gap on the left-hand side of your timing screen. Rob's got a slit on behind him. 6.7, 6.6. The time's coming down. The draft is strong. The draft is strong. Oh, Simpkins has gone in deep. That's going to allow Williams right up behind him again. 4 tenths. Oh, this is all on Rob Williams now. Guy Robinson is right up the back of Gary Truby. Here they go. Gary Truby in front in the BSR. Guy Robinson behind him in the RRS, a radical livery for Mopar Gaming on his rear wing there. That looks incredible. Let's see how this one turns out. Hugh Simpkins is going strong. He's opened up the gap to 7/10 over Williams now. Oh, Truby's off track. Truby run a little bit wide. He doesn't like turn 1. It's really quite bizarre from Gary Truby. He's normally hooked this up and is flying, but he doesn't like turn 1. Is Jorge Martinez in the series? He is. Martinez is back in the session, but he is 2 laps down currently at the moment, but he is partaking. So fair play to Jorge Martinez. He could have just turned around and gone, I'm not going to join in there. I've blue screened, I'm out, I'm done. So fair play to Jorge Martinez. Absolutely great sportsmanship. Truby locks up. Big puff of smoke there from Gary Truby as they're dropping down into Revolver now, then going into Piper Corner on the left. This is a nice little freeway battle. Paolo Brem, Guy Robinson and Gary Truby. There are their current sector times. Brown, Truby and Robinson. See how this one pans out. Robinson 1.25 back after this one. He's quicker in that next one. So fair play. There are your sector times currently as well. Keeping an eye on the leaders. The gap has come back down to 7 tenths again. Vigard Helland is going to be under attack from Graham Brown here as well. As they're going along the back straight, just about to enter the back straight. 2 attempts now from Graham Brown. Is he going to be looking at making this move? Not this time around. A big puff of smoke from either Williams or Simpkins. Look at Williams closing in. Gaps flying. Paolo Brem is trying to go round Guy Robinson, dropping down into Revolver. That's not going to be easy by any means. Neither is coming down into Piper. So there you go. The 2 leaders are absolutely flying. Helland is absolutely under pressure from Graham Brown. If there's any time you don't want Graham Brown up your gearbox, it's about now. 20 minutes remaining. Oh, look at Brown. Helland's gone wide. This is going to be Brown's opportunity. He's going to be making a move. He's on that left-hand side as we look at the picture. Helland on the right. Through goes Graham Brown. And that was all made from Helland's own mistake. They're losing it on the exit of the last corner, and that allowed Graham Brown to get a run. Now back up front, Williams has closed the gap up to 4 tenths over Simpkins. That went out. It went out to about 7 tenths, guys. Let's not forget that. And we've still got the draft of the straight. Williams seems to lose a bit of time round Atwood Curve. I would be looking at taking the line that Simpkins does. If Simpkins takes a line, I would be looking at taking that, because at the moment he's losing time. So he's losing time round Atwood, and that's really the only place that he is currently losing time on the track. He's closing up what seems to be everywhere else from Hugh Simpkins and Rob Williams. How is this one gonna pan out? Let me know in chat. Hashtag Simpkins, hashtag Williams. Who do you think is going to win here? Simpkins does look strong, though. I'll give you that. He looks strong. He's driving the socks off that SR10. I'm just hoping he doesn't suffer with degradation later on, because there is nothing worse than suffering with tyre deg later on in the race. We've got 18 minutes remaining here at Okayama, and Paolo Brem is only 3 tenths away from Robinson. Down into turn 1 they go. Can Robertson hold Brem? That's going to be the question. Ah, Brem's lost it. Oh, take a bow for holding that one. However, you have just lost a place to Stensrud. But take a bow, Paolo Brem. He held that beautifully in that SR10, and it's not the most easiest. Is he going to hold the position as these guys come up into the hairpin? He's not. Oh, Helen got him. Stensrud got him, sorry, but Paolo Brem, take a bow. You held on to that one beautifully. Caught the grass going into Atwood, and unfortunately for him, he nearly lost the car, but he held on to it in an absolutely incredible way of holding it. So well done to you, Paolo Brem. Guy Robinson is now only got 6 tenths from Stensrud behind him. And then we go back up front with Simpkins and Williams. Still 4 tenths. Who's going to win, guys? Let me know. Hashtag Williams, hashtag Simpkins. 16 minutes remaining on the clock, and then we've got the pro race after this. Do not forget, we've got the pros still to come. Oh, Williams went in. He went in so strong. He's lost time. Can he hold it now? He's coming back. 3 tenths, 3.8, 3.6. Is this where Williams is going to send it up the inside? No, Simpkins blocks him off this time around. God, that was a deep line from Rob Williams down in Atwood corner. And he still managed to hold on to it, and he's only 4 tenths back at the moment. It's getting spicy on track. We've got a 1:24.64 from Jorge Martinez, which is currently the best time on track. Martinez with a 1:24.638. He had the blue screen at the beginning. He's managed to boot up and get back into the session, and is now sitting down in 11th place. So fair play for Jorge. You know, most people would have given up and turned around and gone, nope, I'm done. He carries on like an absolute trooper. So we've still got Simpkins out in front, closely followed by this man, Rob Williams. Or Robert Williams, if you go by his iRacing name. Not that he likes being called Robert. As he's told me previously in a, well, we were friends, we say we were friends, we are friends. And obviously I speak to Rob quite a few times. His philosophy was when you call him Robert, it makes him sound like he's been hollowed downstairs from his mum because he's done something wrong. So we'll call him Rob Williams, and Rob Williams is flying. He's looking for different lines all the time, and I think that's the thing. There's no one line, and Williams is really trying to exploit the track and find different ways of going, and he's working every inch of that circuit and is currently trying to find his way past Just Simpkins, and that's not going to be easy. Just is an experienced racer. He knows what's going to be happening on track. He knows how they're going to play. He knows where they're going to come from, and he's trying his hardest to defend from Rob Williams behind him there as well. So these guys are taking it on to another level here this evening, and they're still battling on track. Ole Gunnar Stensrud is all over Guy Robinson. Can he make the move this time around as he closes the gap up going down the start-finish straight? Let's see how he can go into turn 1. He doesn't make it around turn 1. John McHutchison, Robbie. Oh, go on there, John. John's going out. Rob Williams is going to take the victory. Let me know in chat who you think is going to win. So there we go. Vigard Helland is currently in 4th place as well. Guy Robinson here Man, he's only been within iRacing for 2 years currently. Greatest achievement so far is starting his own iRacing podcast, the Lone Road iRacers podcast, that you can check out on Spotify there, guys, as well. So please hit up Guy Robertson. Oh, Paolo Brem coming in like an absolute stormer behind these four. And he's been sim racing for 2 years. Now, I will like to say one thing. He's the tender age, Guy Robertson, of 50 years old, and he's run wide. And that's going to allow Stensrud through. Stensrud makes the move over Guy Robertson, and Stensrud now up into 6th place. What's happening with his? Martinez is come back. Martinez basically blue screened Ochoa, blue screened, and he got literally between quali and the race, blue screened. He managed to get his way back onto track, but unfortunately he's still at the back. So he blue screened and got all the way down the order. So there you go, Martinez. That is why he's so far down from where he started. Simpkins now is still under pressure. The relentless man that is Rob Williams is still closing on him. He's got that half a second gap. Can Rob make this move? 12 minutes remaining here tonight. Right, back we come. Rob is now trying to close up as these guys are going around Hobbs. Oh, we tightened that corner up absolutely amazingly there. Put him in for a good run down the start-finish straight here. If he can hold on to it. He loses a bit of time on that final third, and unfortunately that puts him a little bit too far back to make the move. So there we go. GG, Ola, go Ola, says Stian Noah. Stian, welcome in, my man. Thank you so much for joining us. Ole Gunnar Stendrad is currently in 6th place. The field is spread out a little bit. This is your closest battle on track at the moment with 11 minutes remaining. So we've only got 11 minutes as these guys drop down through the S's. Can Williams close up to the back of Simpkins? Simpkins just looks like he's got Williams' number. I'm not saying that Williams isn't quick by any shape or the form. They've been going at each other all the way through this race. And the time is coming down. Right. 5 tenths. It's really between that 5/10 mark that Williams loses time just through this next section. He's got to try. Oh, I thought Simpkins went off then. I thought I heard him slide. And try and get hold of Simpkins through this next section to put him in a good position for the last run down the start-finish straight with only 10 minutes remaining. He's using that toe. Your pros are watching. The toe is strong at about 7 tenths. Can close it up. Simpkins is running deep. Williams running has followed the same line. Oh, Simpkins onto the gravel, spits up some dirt in Williams' face. Turns around and says, "Well, have some of this, son. You're not catching me." Oh, the tyres are not looking good. Draft still at about 7 tenths. Oh, can he keep a hold of this? He's on the gas. This is getting spicy with no 9 minutes remaining. Guido went free. Go Just. He's pushing at the moment. He's got the gap out to about a second. So he has made progress. Sergio Capella is in a battle as well. He's locked in a battle with Paolo Brem. So Sergio Capella trying to make his way. Oh, just as we say that, And he locked up coming out of Redman corner. Big puff of smoke, lost a chunk of time. It's now, you can see from the gaps on the left-hand side, everybody is out past a second of each other currently at the moment. So everybody is out past a second. So Hugh Simpkins now has just got to keep it on track, I feel, and he could be taking the first victory this evening. Don't forget, guys, if you are new here as well, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give the video a big old thumbs up and turn on the bells and the whistles for John McHutchinson. And you'll never miss any of the action when we go live on JPB. And we've got some epic racing coming up for you. We've got Radicals, we've got GT3s, we've got MX5s. It's all kicking off this week on the JPB YouTube channel, so please tune in. It looks like, I've got to be honest, Simpkins just did the fastest lap of the race on a 1:24.33. It looks like he could have this one in the bag. Guy Robinson has been off track. We'll have a look at that one. Oh, that's at the hairpin. He went in far too deep. Manages to avoid, I believe that was Ole Gunnar Stenlund, it was. It manages to avoid him, but unfortunately for Guy Robinson, that's dropped him all the way down into 9th place. Where is our pole sitter, Damien G's made some little crazy mistakes tonight, and is sitting all the way down in 10th. Jorge Martinez is coming through, back through the field. Still a lap down, unfortunately, but he's trying his hardest to get it back. He's coming on to lap 15. The leaders are going on to 16 and 17. So, you know, he's got his way, he's got his work cut out for him, and he's got to try and come back through the field. Sergio Capella, however, has closed the gap up to Paolo Brem. It was below that second mark at the moment. It's now back out to 1.1. So there we go, 6 minutes remaining on the clock there, guys, as well. And unfortunately, it's dropped back out. Absolutely amazing racing here tonight from these guys. And they're currently doing an absolute stellar job here on track. 5:56 on the clock. You're going to have about another 3 laps, I feel, before we jump on to the final lap of the race. Brem looks like he's got a little bit of a squirrel on. Williams' gap is now out to 1.6. He's got 2.5. Back to Brown. Stensrud went off track then. Brem and Capella are closing on Stensrud. He ran a little bit wide, went off track. Big puff of smoke there from Paolo Brem, the Italian. Here comes Capella through the S's, 5 minutes on the clock. It looks like Simpkins could get this wrapped up. Oh, Brem's pushing at SR10. He's going like an absolute banshee. Here comes Capella, letting him know he's there. He sticks his nose out, thinks better of it. Goes back in now. Can he close this gap up at the moment? Simpkins first, Williams second, Brown third, Helland fourth, Truby fifth, Stensrud sixth, Brem seventh, Capella eighth, Robertson ninth, G 10th, and Martinez is down in 11th place. And Earl Lateral is also down into 12th. I think Earl had some issues at the beginning because, to be honest, he went pretty much into the pits. So did Guy Robinson. Earl Lateral went into the pits not long after the race started. So I'm guessing he may have had some issues right at the beginning of the race. It seems to be a little bit flaky. Where's Dan tonight? Dan's not here tonight, mate. It's just solo me this evening. So it's just me, myself, and I tonight. So there we go. Dan is taking a well-earned break, Mr. McHutchinson, as Capella closes the gap. Again, sticks his nose out. He lets him know he's there. Still here, young sir. Not giving it up just yet to you. Let's have a look from the gap from the leaders. There's a long gap back from these guys. It's 23 seconds from Capella all the way down to the leader. 23 seconds. The gap from Simpkins and Williams is opened up to 2.7. From Williams to Brown, it's 2.35. So let's see if anybody will be making moves over the next 2.5 minutes. Capella still chasing down Paolo Brem. Down through the S's, through Atwood they go. Capella is in a prime spot this time to be making this move. He's literally got 3 attempts on the board. You can see it on the left-hand side. He's closing down to 2. Can Capella get it? He's going to literally send it. He's got to try and send it in. Oh, he doesn't make it. Doesn't make it this time around. Oh, no, no. Your leader's gone round. Simpkins has gone round. That's released Williams out into first place with barely any time remaining. Can Williams hold this to take an inaugural round 1 victory with 1:21 on the clock? We've got half a lap and then we're going, well, 3/4 of a lap, sorry, and then we're going on to the last lap. This is Williams to lose now. Simpkins made a mistake and Williams is out in first place. Can he hold it? He's got to defend harder than a Jose Mourinho football team. If he was a builder, I'd be building a wall. If he had a kitchen sink, I'd be throwing it out at you, Simpkins. Oh, park the bus. Park the bus. Stay tuned, guys. This is going to get squeaky bum time, says John McHutchinson. Squeaky bum time for Rob Williams. Can he hold it as they're going on to the last lap? He has got precisely 4 corners. Then we're on to the last lap. Can Williams hold this? Can John McHutchinson get it right by just putting Robbie in chat? The gap's out to nearly half a second. Here we go. The nerves are jangling now in that car for Williams. He's going to be jangling with his nerves. We're on the last lap. Barney's waving. Barney's waving. Oh, Simpkins is in within 3 attempts. Down through Williams' corner they go. Williams goes through Williams and now on their way down to the S's. Into Atwood. Oh, defend, defend, defend. I'm here on the edge of my seat. He's parked it in the middle of the road. It's not clear. Here comes Simpkins. Here comes Simpkins. He's going to take it on the corner. Oh, you Simpkins took it on the corner. At the hairpin, you Simpkins gets the lead on the last lap. Oh, that defending there from Williams needs to have a word with himself. He should have blocked that inside line. Here we go. Williams is looking at coming back. Down they go. Down through Mike Knight. Down through the last corner. Is this going to be Simpkins holding it on track? He does. I think this is going to be you, Simpkins' victory. Hughes comes the line, takes the checkered flag. Williams in second, Graham Brown in third. Vigard Helland in fourth. Oh, wow. Robbie, into my office. I know, John, he should have parked the bus on that inside line. Oh. Should have parked the bus. Oh no. He's got to be kicking himself. I'm hoping in being able to have a chat with him here tonight. Let's see if we can get him in the booth. And have a quick chat overall. That was, I thought that was just Williams' race. Should have been Williams' race. Gutted. Oh, there goes a very slow Damien G. Did he cross the line? Well, yes, I believe he did. Oh. Nice driving. Vigard Helland in fourth and Stendrad in sixth. Oh, everybody has finished now. Needs to have a word. Have a word as we wait for the results to come up. Let's see if I can get hold of Rob Williams. I know he's not currently. He's probably. I don't know if he's kicking himself. If he's. I don't know what he's doing, but he's either way. Martinez is not happy at the moment. I can't read out what he's put in chat, but he's not happy. Here are your results. Hugh Simpkins in third, Robert Williams in second, Graham Brown third, Vigard Helland fourth, Gary Truby fifth, Olegola Stensrad in sixth, Paolo Brem seventh, Sandra Capella eighth, Guy Robertson ninth, Damien G in 10th, Jorge Martinez in 11th, and Earl Lateral in 12th place. Well, what an incredible opening race by these guys here. And let's have a word with the first place man currently finished round one here tonight. And that is Hugh Simpkins. Hugh, how are you, sir? That was lucky.
I was lucky, a bit unlucky. I was really happy that I could straighten up my fault in one of the final laps.
Yeah, that was tough because you opened it up by about 1.2, 1.6, 1.8, and we thought that was it. It was job done for you, but then you make a mistake.
Yeah, it's so difficult in these cars to keep the temperature of the tires right. So I was trying to pull a gap from Robert, I think it was.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, and I finally got the gap over a second, so he couldn't draft anymore. And I thought I can build from this, but then suddenly, just a moment, and it happened.
Yeah.
One of the final laps, but I could straighten it up all right. So I'm really happy with the result, of course.
Yeah, it was a good result. A lot of pressure coming up your way once you'd lost it. You managed to make the move into the hairpin. The door was left open. The gap was there, wasn't it? I would have thought he would have parked the bus on the inside there.
I feel the same way. I think if he was a bit braver, he steered a bit more to the inside, I would have let him go. But yeah, I couldn't miss this chance, of course.
No, definitely not used well. That was just an absolute incredible race. It's going to be a battle this season. We're going on to Interlagos now. Do you like Interlagos?
I love the circuit, but I can't say I'm really good at it because I've never driven this car there. So we'll have to do some practice this week for sure.
Yep.
But this result is one they can't take away from me. So Happy to have this one at least.
Yeah, well done there, Yus, and congratulations on your victory here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Right, let's pull in Rob Williams into the booth this evening. Rob, how are you, sir?
Ecstatic, mate. Ecstatic.
Well, John McHutchinson wants a word with you. You know, you took the lead, and then you left the door open. Do you feel you could have defended just that little bit more?
To be honest, James, front tyres were an issue for me over the last 4 or 5 laps. I had real issues digging the front end in. He was quicker than me anyway, so he just well have had it back and we like save face and finish the race in second place.
Oh, I don't know. John McHutchinson is going to get hold of you, mate, because he was like, no, Rob, into my office, he turned around and said. So there you go. He's going after you. Now, the start wasn't too bad, was it? You gained a lot of positions at the start. You finished 4 up on your grid slot. Not a bad evening of racing.
No, it was great. I mean, all the practices we've done previous, I've been doing 24s easy. Was really comfortable for tonight, and qualifying just didn't go to plan. I couldn't get the car to stick.
Yeah.
You know, so I come out with, I think, was it 25? Was it a 25?
Yeah, fastest lap, best time, no, 24.52.
Yeah, so I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy.
Yeah, it was aided by a few people taking a little bit of an excursion. Damien G and Gary Truby both went off in front of you. But look, at the end of the day, we're not going to go there and dwell on the fact that there was people went off. You still managed to keep it on track, Rob, and you finished in second.
Absolutely, and that's all that counts.
That's all that counts. Well, mate, on to Interlagos we go next week there, buddy. But congratulations on your second place.
Thanks very much.
Right, let's have a quick word with Guy Robinson. Guy, how are you, sir?
Not too bad, James. Thank you.
Excited for the first race?
Yeah, definitely. Really enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect, really. Obviously, we were expecting more people on the track, but it kind of was still interesting. A lot going off the first few laps with the track being really slippy and getting your tyres and your brakes bedded in. But no, I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely there, mate, as well. Now, you had a bit of an off-track yourself. You know what I mean? Dropped down the order, down into 9th. Do you feel you could have done better?
Yeah, I think I pushed it a little bit too much. I thought, well, it's just overtook me. Let's try and get it back earlier rather than later. And just left that braking that a little bit, just locked up. And I made sure I missed my fellow competitor and kind of took the punishment I deserved, I suppose.
Yeah, but you did manage to miss him, mate, which is all important. We go on to Interlagos next week. You know, I love that track personally. How do you feel about Interlagos?
It's not one of my best tracks, but I've raced it quite a lot in various other series. So looking forward to it, get a practice in, and hopefully I'll be happy with another top 10.
Absolutely, mate. Well done, Guy, tonight. You know, you kept it on the black stuff, which is most important. You scored points, which is even more important. And on to next week at Interlagos.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Cheers, mate. Right, there we go, guys. That rounds out the first race tonight. So don't forget, we are now going to be heading over to the pros race. So all that's left for me to say is, as always, take care, have a great week, and hopefully I'll see you in the pros.